Hey LinkedIn, I was just thinking about this when I was coming in this morning and just want to share really quickly, but I was thinking about the value of inspiration and inspiring your team. And I know for myself, I get easily inspired about things and I'll read books or see articles or have ideas or whatever, but then I quickly get inspired. And I was thinking about, and I wrote a blog about this years ago, that I think inspired people are very difficult to stop. When people are inspired, they just force of nature. They have a momentum about them, and I think that it's important as leadership to make sure that you're always inspiring your team. And if you're in sales leadership or you're an executive or CEO or whatever, it's important to stay inspired yourself, and it's important to inspire your team all the time. There are different periods throughout business where it can get tough, or economics, or just whatever, maybe taking a few losses or whatever. And it's so important to keep the team inspired every single day, and that could be in the form of getting everybody aligned to the vision and the mission and what you're doing. And you can do that through creating content around that, creating video content even around that. We've done that for some customers, making sure that you're documenting these things. Obviously it can be as authentic as doing it through a Skype call or a Slack call or Teams call or whatever, but it's important. You can almost never do it enough, and make sure that you're conveying your ideas, you're conveying things that are inspiring to your team, because I think it's important for you to be inspired, and it's important for your team to be inspired, because it's hard to stop inspired people, right? And sometimes when you get hit with a few barriers in businesses, when it gets a little deflated and people are a little uninspired, it just manifests more problems and sluggishness across the business, right? So it's good to take a moment and go, what is the vision? Where are we going? What's the ideal scene? What are we trying to accomplish? And then communicate that to the team, and make sure that everybody stays inspired on what are you doing? Why are you doing it? What's your purpose? Whatever it is. It could be analogies. It could be whatever. It's just important to make sure that everybody's inspired. Everybody's working in an inspired fashion, and they're moving towards a given goal. And I think that can move mountains. I think an inspired team, certainly inspired leadership, and an inspired team. But you see it when you interact with some people, and you see when people, it kind of fizzles out, and people are communicating in an uninspired way. I've had many interactions with various different people and companies at all levels, and you can just tell when you interact with the people there that they're uninspired, and that can be really dangerous to a business. And so it's important to not only inspire your people, but keep yourself inspired. Even if you aren't leadership, make sure that you're finding ways to sort of circle back to what gets you going, what gets you fired up, and stay inspired, because in that state you'll do your best work. So something to think about. Thought I'd share here.